Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Today I get to share with you a LDRS creative project using a Polkadoodle set. This is my first Polkadoodle set and I think she is the cutest ever, and I think there's versatility in her. When I first saw her, I thought of my girls. I have two younger girls and they're girly girls, so I love her. And I'm also going to be using this die set called Happy Days. It's a 5-piece die set, and it's super dainty as well. I love the pink coating on there. Love the color, but I also like the coating because it makes releasing from your paper a lot easier when you run it through your die cut machine. But here she is. Love the little whimsical hair, and I think she'd be super fun to color in. So I grabbed my mini Misty and a piece of Nina 80-pound cardstock. We're going to do some stamping. I'm going to ink her up with my Raven mini ink cube. This little mini ink cube came in a set, the Cobblestone set, and a lot of neutral colors in this set. But since it is a hybrid ink, it's great for Copic coloring, alcohol marker coloring, or even watercoloring. So I think it's nice to have in hand. This ink is super duper sticky. But it stamps beautifully. I'm just going over her eyes a couple more times because they were solid image and I want to make sure that they were, I got a solid impression over her eyes. But there she is. I'm going to zoom in. I did leave the coloring in. I'm going to color in again with my Copic markers. I left the caps out for you guys. And then I'm going to play a little bit of music while I color. And when I'm done, I will catch you back. Okay, coloring is done, and I made her a little blondie, and she is so sweet, and then colored her little bow, her little hair pretty, and her little tutu with red. I thought we'd make like a nutcracker, kind of a Christmas card today. And then I'm taking my E00 and kind of blending out her little cheeks a little bit more. Sometimes I have a little problem with the rosy cheeks. They either go too heavy or too light, but I think she's just so sweet. Just love her. Okay, now we're going to work on our background. So I'm going to take 2 pieces of white cardstock and we're going to do some die cutting using the Happy Days die set. I'm going to cut out a scallop circle and then just a regular circle and then a couple of the flowers. Once I have everything die cut, you can see I die cut out 2 larger flowers and 2 small ones. Now I'm going to be using this paper pad. It's called Sincerely Yours, and I'm thinking it's more like a Valentine's Day themed paper pad, but when I saw the stripes, I immediately thought candy cane. So we're going to cut down one strip of the stripe paper and then a smaller strip of the red pattern paper. Now I wanted to add a little bit of green because this is a Christmas card, and I wanted to kind of pull away from a Valentine's Day looking card, so the green is just going to bring it more to Christmas. The ink that I'm using is called Olive Branch, and it's also a hybrid ink, so it blends well. I'm concentrating more in the center because you're not going to be able to see that, and then I'm kind of blending out with it. The olive branch came in the jewelry beads mini ink cube set. After I have that shaded in, I'm going to work on my background. Now this is my card base. Normally I like to work on a panel first, but I thought I'd shake it up a little bit and go directly on my card base. It's a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch card base. I added my scallop circle. Now I'm taping down both pieces of pattern paper together. That's going to go towards the lower portion of my card base. We'll just tape that down, kind of positioning where I want it. And then any excess overhanging, I'm going to trim off. Lovely. Okay, we're going to take our circle. Oh no, we're going to add our ribbon. This is like an olive green ribbon. And I'm going to tie it over the seam of both of the pattern papers here. And my bow is going to be off to the right. And my bow tails were a little long, so I'm just going to take my scissors and trim those down. And I think once you add the green, it really brings it back, it brings it to Christmas. But if you don't want the green and you want to go full Valentine's Day, I think it'd make a cute little card for Valentine's Day too. I'm going to add some foam tape behind this circle. And then we're going to go ahead and place that on our card base right above the scallop circle. Lovely. Okay, I'll take my little dancing queen and we're going to add some foam tape behind her. Add a little bit more dimension and then we'll place her right over our circle there. Okay, we're kind of arranging our little flowers. I kept them white because I kind of wanted my little dancing queen to be the focal point. But I did want to add a little more daintiness with this card. So I'm just gluing them down, 3 on top and then 2 on the bottom. Then after they're glued down, we're going to dot the centers of each one of those flowers with some Nouveau Crystal drops. This is Autumn Red and it coordinates with her little tutu beautifully. We'll add a splash of color. Even green would look pretty, but I didn't have any olive green drops, so I thought this would work out great. And then, of course, I need a little sparkle. It's a girly girl card, so I grabbed some Nouveau glitter drops. These are my favorite. They're White Blizzard, and it's a iridescent. And I'm going to just go over the under layer of her tutu to give it a little bit, and then on her hair pretty also. And then that completes my card for today, guys. Thanks so much for putting up with all my noises, my coffee pot and my phone. I'm so sorry about that. But I think she just turned out so cute. Love this little gal. Links will be in the description area if you guys are interested and want to check it out. Have a fantastic day, and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.